Good. When he was runner-up in 2011, you thought,
Frame
well,
six,
here's a
Doug Trumpton.
future world champion. But he's not really performed here since. But so far, in this quarter-final, so good. And John Higgins needs to find something. Not left anything, but not a good pace with the cue ball. Leaving your opponent with his hand on the table, you expect him to play a better safety shot. Well, he's knocking a red towards the corner. That's careless. Does the green come to his rescue? It hasn't. John just having a look. See how far the red's away from the cushion. If it's tight to the cushion, it's a very thin clip, and it is. Yeah, but played it nicely and looks as though he's going to finish nicely on the blue. Absolutely inch perfect.
Yeah, we absolutely delighted with the outcome there. It's not 100% certain to be that nice on the blue. Kind of a hit and hope with an element of sort of knowing roughly where the cue ball is going to go. But that's exactly what he needed, the way he'll be feeling at the moment. He needs to get a frame back quickly. He went almost 20 minutes without potting a ball, John Higgins.
Seven.
Just feel, Stephen, in the context of what's gone on before, he needs to take full advantage of this, just to give him a bit of confidence.
Yeah, nothing breeds confidence like making a big break, winning a frame in one visit to the table.
14. $50.
And the reds are very well situated. It's the kind of situation. Although John's a slight shake of the head, and he's let this cue ball travel
22.
an inch too far. He's okay, but you know, when you're struggling, you find any excuse to be unhappy with a shot. No problem screwing for the black to the same pocket.
23.
Yeah, but normally, John, this would be a given. Win the frame at this visit. If John Higgins was in a normal form.
Yeah, that little cluster, there's a couple of ways of playing this. You don't necessarily have to play the cannon, because if you pop one red, it releases a path for another. All depends whether he fancies controlling the cue ball. Obviously, you open them, it's a lot easier to get on balls. Wow, has he done too far here?
30.
He thinks he's just on it, and as I say, if he pots this, he releases another red to the opposite corner.
31.
The red immediately above the black is available now into the left corner after the black. Or he could play for another one. At the moment, no need to play any cannons, any risky cannons, because it can go wrong.
38.
John Higgins has had virtually the same
30.
cue action all his career. The same amount of waggles. You see, he's very unlike any other player in the game. When he addresses the cue ball, his tip is a long way from the cue ball. That's unique only to John Higgins. I've not seen anyone else address the cue ball like that.
46.
See how far the tip is from the cue ball.
47.
A bit straighter than he needed to be here on the black. Playing for the red to the left middle, but such was the position of it, he couldn't leave himself perfect on this red.
54.
Just asking a little bit of a question. Just people from the other side. That's what stopped him. They're just coming down the steps. So, doesn't want any disturbance in his eye line. This is the important red.
Yeah, sometimes when people are coming down the stairs, you'd like them just to keep walking, but when they come down the stairs and realise they're in line, then they just stop still. That's what puts you off.
Yeah, well, thankfully the security are just holding someone now. Managed to control the cue ball nicely there.
60.
He could have played a cannon off that blue, but he knows these two reds in the open and two covers would send him nicely past the snooker's required stage.
61.
Wrong side of the blue. Couldn't get the right side of the blue.
A couple of ways of playing this. Twice in between yellow and brown. Could have played it with the opposite side, but he's overhit this. Still on the red, but he's about a foot too far, or a foot further than he wanted to be, to make this red almost a certainty.
This red and a cover would get him to snooker's required. In it goes, and he's stopping short of the
67.
baulk line, so be nicely on the brown. And this brown will put him 71 points in front, with just 67 remaining.
John smiles, but he can't believe that he's
70.
split them so well. Okay, he's got a thin cut to the right corner pocket, but he'll feel a lot better now for this break. This shows you John.
72.
John Higgins is maybe struggling, but he's thrown a lifeline, that little careless shot from Judd Trump to leave the red over the right corner, and he's taken advantage. Even at 4-1 down, players like this, you can never let up for a second.
74.
Yes, Judd Trump played the aggressive safety, had his hand on the table, and oh, well, that, I don't know if that was a bad
Higgins,
contact
74.
or not, but I
And the
think
front.
that should be enough, and it is. Judd Trump concedes, so that will make John Higgins feel an awful lot better. Nice break of 74. He now trails 4-2.